Hello everybody, it's Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and as you can see I have Teddy and Kona. Today they are staying awake. Huggy Bear, she's napping and she's allowed to sleep. The boys decided that every 2 hours they wanted to get up and go run outside and kept me up. So today we're going to keep them up all day. Think that'll work? Maybe they'll sleep a little bit longer. 3 o'clock this morning, they're wide awake and they want to play. So guess what? I took them to the condo, left them, and went back to bed. Now, their condo is 4 foot wide by whatever the length, probably 4 by 8. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's the length of the couch because it sits between the couch and the wall. We had a dead space in the family room, totally dead, useless. So that's where we put it. So they go back there. And in their condo, I call it a condo because it has a kitchen. What do you have in a kitchen? Water and food, a bed to sleep, and puppy pads in the back for a bathroom, which they're really, really getting better at. They don't use. They wait until we take them out. Then we play some music on the radio. Siri plays. We said, "Hey Alexa, play." And Alexa plays music, doesn't she? So you have some party music, some nice soothing party music. I shut the door and go back to sleep. So now today, of course, they want to sleep while I'm busy working. But I'm going to keep waking them up all day long. See if that'll work so they'll sleep better. What do you think, boys? Will it work? Yeah, they're super sweet. What can I say? What can I say? They're super sweet. So I was hoping that we would have Mike on, but I guess he's maybe busy over at the store doing some things. But it's okay. I can deal with this. I've got, whoops. Okay, guys, you can get down. A couple things. There's, oh my gosh, I'm getting new stuff daily from OESD and Hoop Sisters and and of course Kimberbell, and now Anita Good Design wants the dealers to start referring business to them again. So if you like Anita Good Design, there will be an affiliate link set up later today on our page that you can go through to to make your purchases if you want to. So they've got some new things out, new things out as well. Let's see, we have, and this is kind of exciting, a whole brand new assortment of variegated threads for all of you that love variegated threads. We are bringing in, and there's new ones. Let's see if I can show a couple of them. I think I've got 1, 2, 3 of them sitting right here. Yep. Exquisite's come out with some new colors. Now these aren't necessarily the new ones, but you can kind of see we are going to have their whole collection. There's 24 different ones, I think, because we found that they have a really good price on them, so we can pass that on to everybody else. So I just placed the order for the display and the variegated threads for all of us that love to stitch with variegated thread. In fact, I will show you, this is for tomorrow's class. This is our the Kimberbell Cutie for September. I've got the one block stitched out, and if you can see, I used the variegated greens to quilt the background. So we got some decorated the apple design being quilted. Now this looks a little shiny. That's because it still has water soluble on top. So we've got that. So without further ado, 2 things. One, I'm going to switch over here and I'm going to show you the Hoop Sisters Navigator. This is one of their block quilts that is exclusive to shops in this year. You will be able to buy it directly from them if you want, again through the affiliate link starting in January. But why wait till January? Because you can buy it now. And we will, work on helping you, do all the pieces and put it together. So let me switch this over here, and this is the new Navigator by Hoop Sisters. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to start making it. This is made, these blocks were actually made in the 7-inch hoop, 7-inch blocks. It comes in anywhere from 5 to 10. A 5-inch, if you do it in 5 inches, you've got a 60 or 58 by 58 wall hanging if you do the 5-inch. So, if you only have the capability of doing 5-inch hoops, 5-inch designs, you can. This is the first time that they have offered 10-inch. So you can make 10-inch. 10-inch, how gorgeous would that be on your king size bed? 120 by 120. Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous. Oh yes, Mike, hang on. He forgot. Yes, we are still here. So yes, come on, let's see if we can get him on, and then I'll stop and let him talk, and then I'll come back again. So you can do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. The bigger the block, the bigger the finished size. So that's the approximate size. It's the newest member of the Hoop Sisters Heirloom Quilt series. So yes, we are going to be working on this project. So here's some more pictures of the quilt where they laid it out. You get to pick your size, you get to pick your fabric colors, because this is gorgeous like this, and I'm not even an orange peach colored person, but it is absolutely beautiful. May have to try to match up those, the color scheme. But look at the detail, and this can be quilted as you go, or it can be quilted at the end. So hang on, we will come back to that. Let me get Mike in here and see what he's got. And there he is. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay. Sorry I'm late, but we're servicing machines. And talking today about servicing machines, guys. So a lot of times it depends on what you're doing, how much you're using the machine. A rule of thumb is 12 to 18 months. That's for normal use. Now you could be heavy user of a machine and putting a lot of stress on the machine. Then you need to take it in more often. I've had a lady that really was making things and heavily using it, and she would bring it in every 6 months. And it was full of that. Never brought it in. So you know your machine. You know how much you're using it. You kind of have to help with this in terms of how much your machine uses. Now, if you're leaving your machine set around, not use it, that's bad. Because the bearings can literally freeze up the machine. So don't leave them set around and not use them. Because those shafts going through there need to be oil grease that go over those shafts to keep them lubricated. So I would rather see a machine used than not used. That's a very important thing. But if you hear your machine starting to squeak, and or you open it up and you take your bottom case out, really heavy and let it stop, you probably have lint underneath your machine. Okay? That lint doesn't just stop right there at the bottom case. So if you're not cleaning that out and you have that going down in the bottom of the machine, you need to get it cleaned out. And the other thing you don't need to do is use canned air, because there's no magical door in the bottom of that sewing machine. You blow it in there, you're just going to pack it in there. And you pack it in there, you're going to break your gear, you're going to burn it up, run the motor, etc., etc. So take that canned air and give it to your spouse and send it back to the garage. Don't use it on your machine. There's several different things that canned air will do. So I do not recommend somebody using canned air on your machine. So that's a generic answer to a question on servicing the machine. Take care of them. If you take care of them, they last a very long time. And one of the bad things is pull your thread backwards through the machine. That is a bad thing. I want you to think. A service of a machine is sewing machines around $100, $150 for an embroidery machine. Let's say you mess up a needle threader, there's $35, $40. Let's say you mess up a valve case, that's another $25 to $30. Let's say you take now you got to drive the sewing machine to a service and have it serviced. So you pull it backwards and you jam something in the sewing machine. How much does it cost? How long are you going to be without your machine? And a piece of thread? That costs you maybe 1-2 cents. So I think penny wise and dollar stupid on pulling thread backwards. And yes, I did use the word stupid. So don't pull your thread backwards. Cut it at the pull it out needle. That penny or two that you save is very expensive if you mess up the machine. Okay. What other questions, Sherry?
No other questions other than they are all saying they have an echo. So, am I putting kids together for something? I know we'll have to figure that out. But the good thing about it is, whenever you watch it, you can get automatic subtitles. So I know there's a lot of noise there. So we'll see what we can do about that. But thank you very much. All right. So Mike, if it's somebody that they use their machine every day, would it be a year or?
Yep. Every year. I mean, but let's say you use your machine 10 to 12 hours in a day, then you're down probably 6 months. Okay. So difference is using it and heavily using it.
Okay.
If heavily use it, I mean, guys, these are residential machines. These are not commercial machines. Commercial machines have technicians on site, service them on a weekly basis, oil them on a weekly basis, and keep them running. Okay? That's a commercial machine. A commercial machine has a technician on site, oiling, servicing the machine. It's not that they don't get service. They get service more than your machine because somebody's sitting there working on them. Why? Because that machine makes that person money, and they are going to keep that machine running and keep it running well. So that's why you hear commercial machines getting oil, grease, and service on an ongoing basis.
Okay, that was the question. So, thank you very much. Let you get back to what you were doing.
Bye.
Bye. I know. Peace out. Okay, guys. Not sure why we had an echo. I'm sure it's probably gone now, but if you're still getting an echo, let me know. Back to what, and I've got still have something else to show you, but back over here to Navigator Quilt, and I know there's going to be quite a few of you. I think we committed to 6, so first 6 people will be able to jump in on that. We will get together and work our way through it to help you. But if you notice, look at the close-up. Each one of these blocks all around the outside, those are embroidered flowers, and that's what it's showing you here in this picture. Those are embroidered flowers. All of these blocks are each individually one is embroidered and quilted and just absolutely gorgeous. So that is the Navigator. Then there is a brand new one for next year. It's let's see, it uses 4 colors of fabric. I'll have the pictures of it to show you probably tomorrow. I've got them. I just have to get the things put together. It will start in February, and that is going to be put together as a Facebook private group, similar to what we did with our Hoop Sisters, and they're actually going to teach it. So that's going to be something a little bit different. So we'll get the picture. So yes, Sarah, for most people, once a year for your machine to be serviced. But again, like Mike said, if you're using it to do commercial projects and you're using it hours and hours a day, you're going to have to cut that time down and get it serviced more often. When it looks at it and you say, man, I don't want to invest that in getting my machine serviced. Well, let me tell you, when you bring it into Mike, he takes it apart, puts it together, oils it, cleans it. I have seen him clean handfuls, and literally handfuls or baggies full of stuff out of the inside of the machine that you can't get to, and checking the timing and everything on them. He does a fantastic job. If you're not here in the area where you can't bring it to him, find the best technician that you can. Talk to him and just find the best technician. But it is much better to take the time, have that machine serviced, so that you're not down and out without it. And if you get to the point where you're using it, then you're doing things for business, and don't tell the machine's shop, because they're residential. Don't tell them you're doing commercial stuff, especially if you have a warranty. Keep that to yourself. You'll want a backup. Eventually you'll want a backup machine. I won't tell you how many I have. And before we ever bought the business, I had about 8 machines. Yep, different ones that did different things. Now I won't even tell you. I have to go and count. The other thing that I wanted to share with you today is, let's see, I do want to let's see what do we have. Just glancing over here. Oh, our pink celebration, which is our breast cancer quilt. We're doing that on Tuesday. If you're part of that group, you don't have to have anything done. It's going to be an all-day 11 to 5 sewing. Don't worry if you're new. You're going to learn that day. You'll be able to ask questions. I'll be there. I'll be there through the whole day to help you. And don't worry if you're confused on the instructions. You don't know what to cut. It's okay. It's okay. We'll work through it. On the snippets, that's our block of the month. That's the quilt you see on the wall behind us. We've done month 1. If you see that, you say, man, I'd like to do it. I think I have 1 kit left, and that's it. I think there's only 1 left. Grab it. Join us. You'll get the recording. You're not going to miss anything. And again, if you fall behind and you don't have it done, don't worry about it on any of the projects, on any of our events. We always have some people that like to jump ahead, and they get really excited, and they want to have as soon as they get it, they want to do their project. That's great. Then we have some that are too busy. They're working and they don't have time. That's great. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are, you'll be in your happy place, and wherever you are is just exactly where you're supposed to be. So if you don't get caught up right away and you say, oh, I got too many UFOs, great! Then you always have something to work on. So we just don't worry about that. The sewing, the quilting, the embroidery, it's our happy place. It's our fun stuff. It's supposed to be de-stressing, enjoyable. If it's too stressful, then maybe you should go read a book. I mean, if it's too stressful, don't do it if it's not fun. Okay, so what I want to share is, you've got a project and you don't know what size needle to use, what size thread to use, those are all answers and things that we're going to clear up for everybody. Maybe not all of it today, but I will talk. Let's see, tomorrow threads might be good for tomorrow. Okay, this is the Embroiderer's Compass from Dime. Okay, and you say, well, I don't embroider. Okay, you don't embroider, but do you sew, and do you want to sew on different fabrics? Well, and when I was looking at this, I thought, wow, this really gives some really good information on different types of, it's for embroider, but just because that's what it says, sometimes you're sewing other type of projects and you need stabilizer, needles, or all those different things. So if you were going to, let's see, if we wanted to sew gauze fabric, like the double gauze, we're making a quilt, we're making a baby blanket, burp cloths, those all are things that can be sewn. Well, on the Embroiderer's Compass, you can go up here to the top and choose your fabric, and the fabric on this, I would just choose gauze fabric. Now, maybe if you're not doing embroidery, you don't need the stabilizer. Although, if you want to be sewing it and sewing your seams together, you want to be hemming, you may still need to use some stabilizer even for sewing. You're going to do applique. Maybe you want to applique. Absolutely need some stabilizer underneath it. So this can be an invaluable tool. Keep it next to my machine. See the little hole in it? It's a good place to push pin it and stick it up on the wall. Put it someplace where you can have it all the time. But this has the so gauze fabric. Then underneath it tells you what kind of stabilizer. But then down here it tells you your needle type and size. And then there's some extra comments. So on this, the size needle, a 7010, 7511, an extra slim ball point so it doesn't break those fibers, or sharps. Then it talks about the stabilizing underneath it. So what if, and this is two-sided, so it pretty well covers everything. What if pile fleece? How about that? You want to make a blanket. You're just sewing. Well, you may need your heavier needle, your 8012, 7511, with a light ball point. And you might need to use some stabilizer underneath it so that the stitches don't fall down in, or to help it so it slides over top. You can do an applique. If you use the Shannon Cuddle fabrics, you can do applique. You don't always have to embroider. So this can be very valuable for everybody. Look, denim. Let's go over to denim. Everybody likes to sew on denim. Let's see, so extra heavy or extra weight, cap back, all those kind of things. An 8012 or a 9014. Extra slim ball point, a sharp. So these are the different, the different types of things that you might need. Let's see what else. Metallic. What if you want to sew with metallic thread? Do you need a metallic needle? Well, you may. But if you use the King Star metallic thread, you don't. Let's see, moisture, what else? Velvets, terry cloth, faux fur, all of those are on the back side. On this one, nylon, stiff stuff, knit, bulks, t-shirts and onesies. So maybe you're making a t-shirt. You're using a t-shirt fabric and you're making it into something else. Well, then you may want a 70-10 or a 75-11. My go-to needle is a 75-11. If it doesn't work, then I'll bump it. If I need heavier, I'll use a heavier one. If you go below a 75-11, if you want to use a 65-9 or a 70-10, you're probably going to have to thread your needle on your machine by hand, because it has a smaller eye. As the number goes down, the hole in the needle, the eye, gets smaller, and that little metal, little piece, your needle threader, you can bend it, you can break it. So there's times when you don't want to use it. Invisible thread, nylon thread, that's one that stretches. It's not always a good thing to use your needle threader. Sometimes your metallic threads, or when you get down to the really, really fine. Let's see. Vinyls. So you've got vinyls on here. And again, sharps, extra slim ballpoints, because if you're stitching on vinyls, leathers, faux leathers, cork, once that hole's in there, that hole's there. They don't close back up like it does with your regular fabric. So this is just a really good tool, and I know tools were yesterday, but when I saw this, it's just, so many times we ask, well, what needle do I need? Well, your projects may tell you. You can look on the packages, and a lot of times the packages will, it'll be written right on the package. Here we've got ceramic coated, 8012 ceramic coated by Dime, and those right on the package, if you read it, it says it's coated for superior friction resistance and long needle life, so the needle lasts longer. How often should you change your needle? At the end of a project. When things don't start working right, you may have to do it before that, but if you're doing a quilt and the needle works well, when you get to the end, it's time to change it. Needles are super cheap. So just make sure you're using your tools and stuff. So anyway, that is what I wanted to share with you. I am going to show again. Here's one of these days I'm going to slide over here on this chair and you're going to see my head disappear, meaning I fell off. Wicked Wonder vinyl applique kit from Dime. These just came in. They come in with an assortment of the vinyl heat scissor heat transfer vinyl, and threads. You have a metallic, plus you've got 3 other spools of the exquisite thread. And what I want to tell you about the heat transfer vinyl is you can use it and applique, just your regular applique, embroidery. When you get to the end and the satin stitch, you don't have to pre-trim. After that heavy duty satin stitch, this will pull away. But it says heat transfer vinyl. That means when you heat it, it becomes permanent. We sell them in the packs like this. We also sell individual sheets. Just like, you buy the glitter vinyl from Kimberbell that's all rolled up. Well, here you have the sheets and you've got them in all different colors. The biggest difference between the two is go through and do your finish off satin stitch. The whole applique is down and stitched, and then you can pull it away. You don't have to trim, especially if you have trouble trimming close. So all I'm going to say about that. You guys make it a great afternoon. Quite a few of you I will see at 3 o'clock today because it is Dealer Digital exclusive time. So I will see you guys at 3. The rest of you tomorrow is the Kimberbell Cuties, but we will pop off at 1 o'clock to give you a couple embroidery tips. Friday is embroidery tips. So I will see you tomorrow.